Live, and we are live. Let's go. What up, Weeb? Welcome to the Shorts Live there. Appreciate you chatting it up already. But what up, fellow nerds? We got week 2 of some tech news here. First things first, we're gonna kick it back to the very first video. Yeah, pretty sure when I clicked oldest, very first video of this channel, going over the tech news back then. Which, let's see, all we cared about were the Pixel 5 rumors, AMD CPUs, and some Xbox news back then. But man, oh man, how things have changed. Which, out of everything, I really hope the audio at least sounds better. You know. So we'll wait for Dat Kyler to do his Dat thing, and then we'll go from there. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good, man. How are you doing, Weeb? How are you doing? How's life treating you, good sir? Nice. You create any New Year's resolutions there, or just letting her go? Because you know what? Sometimes we just don't need those things. Just continue on what you're doing, you know? Sometimes that just works. Consistency, my friend. Consistency. And hell, that's the goal of this freaking show this year, that's for sure.
All right. Ooh, I love the text you got on screen there.
Oh, thanks, dog. For the names?
Did you start your virtual cam in OBS?
Oh, my bad, dog. Another button I need to let me know if it pops up for you.
It did.
Sweet, we're golden.
Now let's see if it oop, I just gotta flip you.
Flippity dippity. Do a barrel roll.
Yeah, how the hell? I don't remember how I flip you.
You can right click on me and it should say like transform counterclockwise 90 or whatever, not maybe.
I see now. 180. Boom.
There we go.
Ooh, did you change your camera angle?
No, not really.
Or is it the same place?
Yeah, roughly same spot.
All right.
I do need some more lighting though. That's one thing I noticed. But progress.
Yeah, I have 2 big lights right here. That's what rocks it.
Okay.
Okay, well, welcome to This Week in Tech, guys.
We gotta kick it off to these younger folks here and see what was going on in the news that week.
Yeah. So
just briefly.
How long ago was this?
This was posted. Let's see. Does it not say? Oh, there we go.
No,
July 12th, 2020.
Oh God. So 4 years ago. Okay, for context, this is our very first podcast episode we ever did.
Yes, and as you can tell, OBS in the background just infinity looping. I love it.
Oh, I think I'm watching your shorts feed. One moment. Here we go. I got the proper one now.
The full screen. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Hey, what's up,
start this?
I don't know. Let's figure it out. My name's Joe.
I'm Kyler.
Welcome to Teched Out. We're let's see. Gonna talk about the week in tech, basically. So, little bites, so it's easier to handle for us nerds. We can kind of take the full thing, I guess, but we'll break it down for you.
Yep, and we don't claim to know everything. We're just
that's what she said. We're
enthusiasts.
Yes, not experts here. All right.
We love our tech.
Yes. Let's see. So first topic here. Let's go over the Pixel 5. I love it. Let's just go over the dock. Why don't you? What? Yes. Just pause. You can just pause the show right there, get your fix, and be like, all right, we're good.
Yeah, we're so cringe.
I love it. I love it.
That was awesome though, man. Like the way that our setups have evolved though. Like I actually have like a background now, and like
it's not 3D. That's real deal, folks. That's the real deal.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, mine's a work in progress. But hey, just for proof of sake, some things just don't change. That's the bed right there. What up, folks?
That's awesome. Oh man. Dude, that was good time though. That was good time.
Yeah, Weeb. Well,
All right.
obviously, Weeb does say hi, Kyler. Just FYI. What up, Alex? Yeah, Teched Out basically just originally a channel just to talk about the week in tech for the most part. That's what the main reason for it was.
I actually still have the messages of when we were originally talking about the channel.
Yeah. And hence
that fiber. Oh, play the intro we actually paid for.
Did I have? Oh man, yeah, but did I even get the intro on here yet? I don't think I did yet.
I think it was on the next podcast. I think it was literally on the next one.
All right, let's check it out. Let's check it out. All right. Oldest. Okay, let's see if I.
Yeah. This was like $15, baby.
Probably about as ready as I'm gonna be. To be honest, that works.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
That was great.
Yeah. So if
I
you're
remember that I used to think this helped with focusing.
Oh, the focusing, just focus,
Yeah.
focus. Yeah. So if you're a graphic designer or anything like that, or an animator, hit me up. Intros always appreciated.
Oh yeah. I remember when we paid for that, and I was like, "Oh, that's so cool." And now I watch it, I'm like, "Oh wow, I probably could have done that."
put money in someone's pocket.
I know you made the logo though. I just gave you had input on the colors, if I remember correctly.
True. And the funniest way about that, dude, all it is literally the T and the O together. And it looks, I don't know. You could always say, oh, it's like CPU or whatever not. But no, it's literally a T and the O.
Oh, I actually never knew that. I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
Actually, one moment, bro. One moment. I'll be right back.
What are you focused on? Dude, the dog is like straight. She's just like not having it. I know. You just know all the people online. You're just like, I'm not having that. No, yeah, that intro was funny as shit. But no, yeah, the logo, let's see. The logo I did at work. I've only done it ever through like literally Microsoft Paint and Canva, and that's how it came to be. Not aged a bit. Oh man, dude, this guy's just ego boosting. Hey, we don't mind that, I guess. No, yeah, setups and life. What do we got? 4 years ago, pretty much. Times have changed. But yeah, originally this YouTube channel, yeah, talking about tech for the week, basically a roundup of that, because other people, for the most part, they'll do reviews of this, and that. But hey, might as well just do a roundup of all that stuff. Do a summary. Little TLDR for the most part. But yeah, and also hence why this channel is actually a brand channel. And good luck making it a personal channel again. I don't think I can. Without wiping, I think you'd have to wipe out your subscribers or videos or whatever it is. I can't remember what it is, but oh well. Oh well, the show goes on. We'll wait for Dat Kyler to sit back in dat chair. But some of the topics this week, though, nerds, is going to be Xbox games coming to PS5. There's actually going to be some more of those, supposedly. The Switch 2 finally got announced, which just that announcement alone, I have some thoughts on. Kind of hilarious, but 2 PlayStation Live services games got canceled. Another YouTuber is suing Honey, which it is funny in terms of how many users they still have, which we'll get into more detail on that. TikTok users rather learning Chinese than give up the goddamn social media app, whether it be a meme or not, but we'll get into that as well. And the biggest gaming handheld yet that I've seen, which is wild. But yeah, and then we got some off-topic stuff as well. And obviously feel free to add your guys' input if you need to talk about something as well.
Dang. I fail so hard.
It's okay. In the end, it doesn't even matter.
I actually have 2 teched out logoed shirts. I don't know if you remember those.
Oh shit, yeah, that's been forever. Yeah, yeah.
4 years ago, and they actually they're some of my favorite shirts. They're very, very comfy.
Oh
But
damn. Okay.
I can't find them. I'll find it
Uh-oh.
for next week though. I'll find it for next week.
There we go.
All right. Anyway, let's spin that wheel.
All right,
Get
let's
chatting.
get it. All right, what's our first one of the day? Oh, we're starting with the behemoth. Let's go. Okay.
Oh shit.
Now, last week, I thought an 11-inch, I guess you consider it, I consider it a tablet at that point, was going to be the biggest handheld we would see. But boy, oh boy. No, 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 no. I was wrong on that one. Supposedly, there's a 13-inch gaming tablet out there. Are you kidding me? Oh, it's a subscriber thing. Let me find this thing. Don't you worry, folks. 13 gaming. No, it's not a laptop. This is a tablet. Let's see if anyone
The
else.
biggest gaming handheld out there.
Dude, every single article that I'm searching right now is a laptop for this thing. And boy, oh boy, this is not a laptop. Is it not? Oh, I'm just shopping. Oh, no, that's
Do you not have the Verge link?
I do, but it populates it to a subscriber link, which I cannot continue scrolling on.
Really?
Yeah, unless you can continue scrolling on it.
For some reason, I can continue scrolling on it.
Interesting. Well then,
Yeah, it says subscribe now at the bottom, but
let me see. Mine just. What if I hit let go? Is it gonna go to a freaking? Yeah.
oh yeah, handhelds are a pain to use. And I have a Steam Deck,
I'll just leave it there.
and I use it sometimes. I wish I used it more often.
But basically, what this article said is that they don't want to ever go back. Like, it felt fine playing this way. But I also think this kind of goes back to our topic of these things need to fold, in my opinion.
So I actually did this. Well, I bought this exact grip because I had seen this a couple months back on YouTube, and I had bought this grip and put my iPad in it. And what you have to do to actually make it even fit is you have to take apart the grip. Hold on, let me scroll down a little bit. I believe it's right here. It shows the tension springs. Well, there's like stoppers that hold it from being able to go that far open to actually hold a tablet. You have to take it apart, take those stoppers out, and then throw your screen in the middle. And boy, is it sketchy.
Dude, I would say it's spring loaded, right? Basically, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It is sketch though. It feels so like.
Do they not
Yeah.
make tablet?
Oh yeah,
I guess
wireless
backbones.
controllers,
I was gonna
too.
say, yeah, they just assume Bluetooth at that point.
But there's latency with Bluetooth. So this one has a USB-C plug on it.
Oh, okay.
And that's why I went this route. And I was like, and the dude in the video was like, it's the best thing ever. And I actually fucking hated it. I'm not gonna lie. It was so heavy, so cumbersome. It was like a big old wonky thing. And you're trying to hold it like above you while you're like laying in bed or something. And it just like falling out, and it's oof.
Yeah, because
No.
I always remember, in terms of whether it be like the Xbox Cloud or even Stadia for that matter, your biggest concern was like where the weight's being kept at. Obviously, if your phone's up top, you don't want to do like too top heavy or anything like that. So especially, yeah, with a 13-inch tablet, like, God, I don't even want to think about laying down with this thing. You're seated at a desk or on your couch at this point, and it's like
Resting it on your knees.
yeah. So unless your TV is already taken up, then I guess go for it in that regard. But because they said in this article that they were able to play Helldivers 2 and some other game at about 60 FPS. I think low to mid settings, which, don't get me wrong, that's pretty good. Battery life was about 90 minutes. Granted, that was at its, I think, resolution of like what, 2K or something like that. But yeah, I'm just like, I don't know. At what point you can't really. Granted, I'm glad that they call it a tablet and not a handheld,
Because it's not a handheld.
yeah, at some point there's got to be a cutoff because I don't know. At that point, you're just being technical and be like, if I can hold this in 2 hands, it's considered a handheld. It's like, oh, okay.
You know what's crazy too? Like, I'm sure you're seeing this picture. The way that they have it orientated in this controller, man, so top heavy. Like, like it's not in the middle.
I would say the
It's
middle
not
would be
evenly
perfect.
Distributing the screen, like the iPad, it was directly in the middle, and I feel like this would be miserable to hold.
Well, yeah, and not only for that reason too, but briefly looking at that controller and everything. I've never had one or anything like that, so you can kind of speak to this, but I feel like the Steam Deck's ergonomics is where it's at. In terms of a handheld, because of that bottom stick, I feel like that's got to be a cramp factor no matter what.
Yeah, you're reaching. Oh,
Like
man,
you're just constantly like
you're like the claw, from that one scary movie.
the butler.
Like this, you know?
let me mix up your soup real quick for you.
That shit's funny. But yeah, I mean, if someone bought me one, I would never buy something like this though. Or I did buy something like this. What am I talking about? I would if this was a released product with a 13-inch screen and 2 tiny ass controllers on the side, I would never buy that.
I'd almost rather go, I think, what you were saying in terms of the Bluetooth controller route, and maybe just have I'm assuming a third-party kickstand at this point, because yeah, tablets don't come with their own unless, again, it's a handheld Switch kind of thing. So
like the gaming, or the, what are they called, the convertibles with the removable keyboard. They sometimes have kickstands on them.
Yeah, I would almost rather go that route than even try to force this thing to have one half of a controller on each side, especially if it's at the bottom like that. I don't know why they orientated it like that, but
there's a picture a little bit further down the article that does show it where I would probably have it, roughly in the middle. Dude, this is getting into the realm of like, are we doing too much?
Well, and at that point too, especially, man, I would like to know the cost, because at that point, how much is a laptop? You're looking at the same screen size.
So this is the Z13. How much is the Z13?
Yeah, just because, I don't know. Until it cramps. Just wait. What are we looking at?
Spicy.
13?
I mean,
above 13?
It's $1,600.
There we go. Okay.
You can get. It looks like you can get one used though for like $550. But yeah,
you're getting into the niche then at that point.
Are you trying to play Hollow Knight on your Switch Lite? Yeah, dude, the Switch, holding the Switch is kind of hard to play. Like, I'm not a huge fan of handhelds because of the joysticks on the Switch specifically. The joysticks on the Steam Deck are much better.
I was just saying, because that thumb stick on the right hand one specifically is up above, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I almost feel like that's where it needs to be.
Yes, and it's wait, do you mean they're both on top?
I mean that one on your right hand. Yeah.
Oh, instead of down here?
Yep.
Like the other ones do?
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. That's because I have this touchpad here that I never use. Same with right here. I never use those.
Because in a weird way, I think the stick configuration of an Xbox controller, basically, I feel like it works best when your hands are closer together. But somehow when it's further apart, I don't know what it is, but they like put that thumbstick so low.
Well,
it just doesn't.
This, your weight's more easily supported, whereas the bigger you get, the more weight it is. So you gotta it's harder to move your supporting finger down now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like your gripper.
It's just like the ergonomics just throws me off, and I'm just like, no.
Yeah, I would agree.
especially if you're trying to play, I don't know, for that at least, you know, that hour or so, the battery's gonna last if you don't have a plug-in anywhere nearby. So
Yeah, exactly. At that price, just invest into a small gaming laptop. Just get a gaming laptop, get an external mouse, call it a day.
at that price, good God, you could. Are we going off the $1,600 budget?
Yep.
Depending on what you want to play, yeah, laptop, PC. You have the Series S, a used PS5 at this point, like, and a TV for, I don't know, $200-300. Like, I don't know,
Oh my God.
because
So
you're
if
not.
I, if I had $1,600 and I wanted a portable system and I wanted to be super extra about it, I'd just build an ITX portable system with a handheld or with a handle on it, you know?
Well,
Rather
yeah,
than a
because
full gaming computer with a portable monitor.
it's not like this thing is going in a sleeve of some sort
No.
to protect it. That's why I'm saying, like, if I don't know if they really want to do something like this, they almost need to. Controllers need to be thought of first of all, so it's not Jimmy rig like this, and then yeah, just give me a gaming tablet that folds in half and it's, you know, a book size or something, and then you can, I don't know, you protect the screen on the inside. Controller is what it is. You can, you know, do separate or whatever not and call it a day. But that's just how bad are you wanting to game on certain things. And again, I think the reason why this article kind of hypes it up a bit is because of that 13-inch, you know, size and, oh, big screen, you know, it looks nice. You know what? You could step up even further if you wanted to and go to the TV or monitor or this and that. And I don't know. I don't really think it's too portable. So it's a weird hybrid in my opinion.
So the one that we showed off last week, the Blaze,
Yeah.
I believe that actually like looks good compared to this. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
and the Blaze had did that even have a kickstand though?
Yeah, remember I was ragging on it last week and you pointed it out?
Oh yeah, true.
Because I was like, that thing better have a fucking kickstand. But it still looks like not a whole bunch of fun to play unless you're like, you know, stationary, you got a desk in front of you or something.
Yeah.
But it looks like more reasonable than what we're looking at right now from The Verge.
Yeah, because man, I feel like this is the territory where you reach laptop status and you don't go handheld. In my opinion.
Yeah, if you're gonna spend that much money, you might as well go laptop. They didn't announce a price for the Blaze. Oh, they did. Yeah, I would still go laptop. My gaming laptop with a 4060 in it is $800.
Oh, there you go.
The Blaze was
like $1,100. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would definitely go that route with laptop then.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All
Mobile
right.
gaming in general is just awful. I just have to.
Dude, the fact that mobile gaming can play Resident Evil though at this point now, dude, we're getting that much closer to Dex style of gaming, or even Switch style at this point. Whoever wants to market the term, basically, of gaming where you could just plug and play. I feel like.
Yeah, it is impressive where we've gone.
Yeah.
I don't mind a controller. So like, let's say they have like a nice. Oh yeah, fuck. We were just talking about a gaming tablet that's $1,600, but I mean, if they had a reasonably priced one that could play some, like, you know, decent AAA games, I would just connect a controller to it and just prop it up on a desk, and that would be my mobile gaming experience. Very similar to a Switch, I guess, and then I would just use like the Switch Pro controller or something.
Yeah. Well, not only that too, I guess you would consider it a laptop still. I was gonna say an all-in-one computer, but just, I guess, more gaming focused.
Yeah. With like the touchscreen and everything.
Yeah, that's just what it becomes in a sense, is tablets and all this stuff it all depends on what you want to do with it, is the category it gets put under, I feel like. So
yeah, that's true. Whether it be business or productivity or just gaming.
Yeah.
Like, my laptop is a gaming laptop, but I use it mainly for work. You know?
Yeah. So in terms of mobile gaming, even, you know, I don't really play too many mobile games just because, again, at least the form factor and whatever, not for me. A lot of it is based off the swiping and this and that, ease of use for the most part. But yeah, if you could, I don't know, if the hardware in itself would allow it to boot something up like, again, Resident Evil or this and that. And obviously with these streaming services, I don't know, 5, 10 years down the road or so, see where that goes, then I don't know, you're gonna
from Amazon Luna or what's the
xCloud.
other one? Yeah, xCloud, or you got Nvidia GeForce.
Oh,
now.
GeForce. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I can see that
actually-
being the case.
So I actually have some well, we've both played xCloud, I believe, right? You played it?
Yep.
I actually do have so I played all of Halo 1 on it. Or
Mhm.
was it Halo 2? I played all of one of the Halos on it, and it worked fine for me.
Yeah, a big part of it is obviously the connection. The interface was fine. Let's see. I played Infinite off of it, and this is multiplayer. This is multiplayer too.
Like actual multiplayer?
Yeah. Because I feel like
that's
that's
crazy.
the ultimate real test for me.
It is.
Is
That's crazy though.
is to see if it can play multiplayer. And I'll tell you this, I wasn't on the bottom of the leaderboard on my team. Not saying they weren't probably
Hey.
pissed off at me or something like that, but at the same time, in a weird way
Live
too.
Switching.
Yeah, I know,
Live
right?
switching out there.
In a weird way too. I think I played SWAT to make it in a weird way somewhat easier on my end, because then you just have to, hopefully it hits the head kind of
Click
thing,
heads.
and instead of track someone for the most part. No, it ran fine. I actually got I don't know if they still have it. You used to be able to load xCloud into a browser format, and
Oh yeah. I don't think you can do that anymore.
okay, because I used to do that. I tried it
It
once. No, I tried it once on my Chromebook to play. I think it was a Master Chief Collection, yeah. And man, that was brutal. That was
Yeah.
brutal at that point.
Yeah,
'Cause-
I can
'cause-
believe.
Because again, that was not being able to get hardwired in. So any of these streaming services, Ethernet
Yeah.
cable, highly recommended. So
Oh god, yeah. Other than that, I do have some experience with GeForce Now. So
Okay.
I did, that was my first computer gaming experience actually. I didn't have a gaming PC. I used my crappy old laptop, which I still have it's right there actually. But and I used GeForce Now on it to play 7 Days to Die. And it worked phenomenally. Like compared to xCloud, I had little to no issues with GeForce Now.
okay,
I was impressed.
Interesting.
But that I used that for about 6 months, and then I went out and bought a gaming computer.
okay. Is this
Yeah,
was this the base level?
This was beta, so I was in beta.
Oh, okay, shit.
So we got it for free. I think it's paid now.
I think
right?
so, or I guess in the beta time frame, did they ever have a time limit on it?
No.
Okay,
No.
because I think that's what they
So-
do now.
So the one thing that did kind of suck was sometimes when I would try to log on, if it was already full, you couldn't log on. You were put in a queue. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
like, but if you were already logged on, they would never kick you off.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, it was great. It was great. I actually, if I had to get rid of all my gaming PCs for some reason, I would probably look back into that route. It was very acceptable for what I was doing.
Okay, yeah, because on that route you just have to own the game and you're good, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, that's
You
pretty
just sign
dope.
into your own Steam and all that, and it just launches the game on their end.
And it's just keeping everything. Yeah, I guess at that point, if you're ever worried about future proofing something, that would almost, I don't know, kind of be the way to
You'd always
go.
be-
Yeah.
You
Okay.
would always have the best stuff. It's Nvidia.
Damn. Yeah, I'd have to look at pricing on that one. I don't think it was too much. I know it's a little bit more pricey than your xCloud and even Game Pass Ultimate, I thought. But still, yeah, if you don't.
I it's probably just gotten better too.
I would hope so, yeah, because they gotta be rocking the 40 series at this point. I don't know if they ever showcase what they're rocking like full hardware stack though.
It's just
I don't-
$10.99 a month. I think you can like pay for 4K though or some shit.
Oh, which,
$19.99 a month, ad free, 4K, 240 FPS, RTX on.
good lord. Okay,
Yeah, that's crazy.
some of that stuff you don't even need, in my opinion. But okay.
No, not when you're cloud streaming. That's for
No,
sure.
if I'm playing on a 1080p monitor or whatever, not. But okay, interesting,
right.
interesting. Yeah. So final verdict: 13 inches too big, in my opinion.
Yeah, ask my wife.
Yeah.
If you could port
Though-
classic games and attach a wired controller, that would work for me. Emulators, man.
Work for what?
You got,
The GeForce?
well, no. If you could port classic games and attach a wired controller, that would work for me. Emulators. Do you have any emulators on your phone? I actually have lots.
Oh, they're not too hard to put on. I don't have any on mine, but they're not too hard to put on. And they give you like unless you're playing like Game Boy specific or whatever, not. But they are.
I have a Game Boy, Game Boy, Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy, whatever.
Yeah.
So I can play my Pokemon randomizers, and then I have a DS one, so I can also play my Pokemon randomizers of the DS genre.
But I will say, granted, because I've never dabbled in it, is it as easy to do on iPhone? I guess.
Don't tell me you have an iPhone.
No, I don't. I'm just speaking for the other audience here who more than likely has an iPhone, I'm guessing.
I actually don't know.
See, that's the thing I'd have to kind of go against maybe is I don't know what the iPhone life is like in terms of emulators.
Yeah, I know it's super easy on Android, and it's like really easy to like get ROMs on there.
Yeah, it's just basically download it as an app.
Yeah. Bruh.
All right.
All right, let's spin that wheel, baby.
Ooh, some Xbox games coming to the PS5. Basically, Xbox becoming more and more of a third-party software company or whatever not than, or I guess first party, than a hardware manufacturer. So, this...
Real quick side note, I do not hate Apple products. Actually, the camera that you're seeing me from is an iPhone. I just personally use Androids for my personal phones.
Yeah, because why keep that stuff in your pocket?
Mm-hmm.
Use it as a webcam.
It's a great camera. It's great. I look great.
But let's see. Yeah, so more Xbox franchises, including Gears of War, coming to PS5 supposedly this year. Which is also, and this has been rumored for a while, obviously, whether it be Microsoft Flight Simulator as well, but the big one being Master Chief Collection.
Yeah. How do you feel about this?
I think it's inevitable.
I think it's freaking awesome.
I think it's fine. I don't think it doesn't really get me, like, I don't know, to have a hissy fit over. I understand that these are basically at this point, now we're kind of getting into Xbox's mascots at this point. At the end of the day though, everyone, hell, even Xbox's own advertising is basically like, if you have any device, you're more than likely playing an Xbox or have an Xbox or whatever kind of thing. So if you're able to then use that device and play something like Gears of War or Halo instead of, I don't know, maybe something PlayStation related, then sure, we'll take that bet kind of thing.
So the reason I think this is awesome is I hope this helps define the next generation in gaming. I'm hopeful that, like, unlike us, we were very locked, you know? If you bought an Xbox, you only had Xbox games. If you bought a PlayStation, you only had PlayStation games. I'm hoping that this really helps define the next generation. Do I really think Sony's going to be like, all right, we'll throw that on the Xbox? Not yet. I think they will eventually, though.
I don't see Sony doing it the other way around. I almost want to say ever, but at the same time, they're starting to slowly release. I think they would rather release something on the PC before they do it on Xbox itself.
Oh yeah, and they already do that. I just I could see them.
They don't do it
releasing
day
on the
one though
Xbox.
yet.
No, they do not. And we need to get there first before
Yep.
they even think about the Xbox.
I almost
Why is there an article on your ad page? Is what I just read. Because this page is full of ads and I don't have an ad blocker on.
oh gotcha.
Yeah, it's funny.
That's how they pay for their lights to be on. It seems like.
Mhm.
But no, I almost see a Nintendo game coming to an Xbox console before PlayStation comes to an Xbox console. If we're going, reverse.
I agree. Because
Yeah.
Microsoft and Nintendo aren't too mean to each other.
No.
They're not like super buddy, but they aren't too mean. They've actually had talks in the past about doing crossovers, and they were able to solve the GoldenEye thing. It took a while, but
Oh, with
they were able to
Rare
get
and
it
all
out.
that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, true. Some of the characters on there. Then again,
Yeah.
Microsoft owns Rare though.
hmm
So
but Nintendo owns some part of the trademark of like GoldenEye. I'm not entirely sure how that played out, but it had something to do with the music in the game, and yeah, they were able to solve that and get it released.
yeah, so even here in this article, it says Ninja Theory's Hellblade 2, which that's kind of surprising because most of these things coming to the PlayStation side aren't really like the newest of the new in terms of Xbox specific stuff besides Hellblade 2. It seems like obviously Sea of Thieves, that's Xbox has had that for a while. Hi-Fi Rush, I don't know if that was ever, I guess it was somewhat exclusive, but when it's on PC, it's hard to define it as exclusive, I guess. But yeah, most of that stuff has been not really a day one and then ported over kind of thing. So get their feet wet. I'm more curious of if Master Chief Collection goes over to the Sony side. Does that mean, because it'll give him some time and whatnot. I would be very curious if the next Halo then at that point, with it being on Unreal, if that goes over to PlayStation. If they do a 6-month window, or I don't see them doing a day one.
Oh, see, I think they would. I think they would at least consider it based on how they are like you said earlier, treating their Xbox ecosystem.
Yeah.
They're calling everything an Xbox, so they want you to call your PlayStation an Xbox. You know what I mean? So I could see them doing day one, maybe not right away, but like maybe not this next Halo game, but the one after that, I could definitely see them doing day one for sure.
The PlayStation box.
Yeah, pretty much. So, and I'll also be interested to know. So with this, is PlayStation going to allow them to bring over Game Pass? You know what I mean? Because that's going to give PlayStation players Call of Duty. That's going to give them, that's interesting.
Well, they have Call of Duty already.
Yeah, but it comes in Game Pass. You know what I mean?
Dude, Microsoft, in my opinion, Microsoft would swipe so much money if I think they get the game first before they get any sort of that software. Because if you're putting Game Pass on there, people's like $10 is instantly going, me personally, going to that more than it is to PlayStation Plus. Maybe some people double dip, but come on.
My opinion is that'll never happen anytime soon.
No.
PlayStation would feel like they're losing too much money.
Well, at that point, yeah, because at the same time, if that were to happen, we have to think that they have to compete with that too. Which at that point, I would assume that whatever PlayStation Plus would have to have day one stuff come to that service.
They would have to actually build up the service and make it worthwhile.
Yeah, because then they would have to compete if they were to ever release that on there. But man, I don't see that happening. How long did it take for? I don't think it took. I think they just left it. In terms of Minecraft, when Microsoft bought Minecraft, they just let it do its thing. Correct?
Yeah, they didn't fuck with it for a while, and then they started fucking with it.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of curious. It'd be interesting if this is the way they did it in terms of, so if they release Gears of War on PS5, which I'm assuming
it's listed in here. Well, Gears of War
Ultimate.
1 Ultimate Edition.
Yeah. I'm curious if they do that just to get people on board who somehow might have not played it just yet. If they use that as a teaser to then maybe do the next Gears of War. Because I almost feel like even if you have, because Xbox in this situation, it's a win-win for them. They not only that, but they get a double dip. So you're double dipping in terms of a consumer saying, I have a PS5, I don't have an Xbox, but I want to play this now that's on my console. Okay, fine, whatever. I'll pay the, I almost need
$30 or whatever.
Well, I'm assuming it. Well, yeah, for that game. I'm talking about, let's say, the new one that's coming out. I'll pay I'll go for it.
Now that I think about it, even these games will probably be a pretty penny because they're gonna have to rework the whole game.
True, it's a different, yeah.
Whole different operating system.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Gears of War is great, actually. I really enjoyed Gears of War.
Yeah, so let's just say they have to buy that, whatever, not $40, $30, like you're saying. Mm-hmm. It's like, all right,
Hopefully.
they do that. But then I almost feel like, granted, you have to fork more up front for it, obviously. But I feel like the way it's positioned now, I feel like Game Pass is still, in a weird way, Game Pass has become Xbox's exclusive thing more so than games themselves, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, what is it? Nintendo's trying, Sony's trying, but they're nothing like Game Pass.
Which is, I would almost feel like Sony would be able to, you don't have to do the library, maybe, count and match Xbox that way, but feature for feature, I'm curious, granted they got, Microsoft itself backing them, which does help comparative to, because we're, I think a lot of people think of these companies as, just dropping the bucket every time, whatever not. But sometimes the gaming division of these companies is what's losing them money in the end. Yeah. Sometimes,
the consoles.
Yeah. So when you have Microsoft being the backup to your R&D project of Xbox, then I think they can take a little bit more risks, like Game Pass.
Yeah, it's easy. I believe when Game Pass was first launched at its original price, everybody was like, how are they not losing money? I believe Phil Spencer said they were losing money, but they were taking the loss to build up the library and build up the client base. And I think, I actually haven't looked into it, but I think they should be making money by now.
Yeah. I appreciate it, Chloe. Yeah, well, not just that, but I feel like any new business, don't expect to make a profit in your first year, at least.
No.
So, in terms of Game Pass, the way it's going, they should be. With all, God, especially with the thing of Activision and whatnot, granted, they got to pay that back, buying that up and everything. But kind of a side note, I guess, for games, did you see that how much Black Ops cost to make this time around?
Oh, God, what?
Take a guess. It's in the millions. I'll give you that at least. It's in the millions.
8 million.
No. It's
too high?
It's a triple digit number.
Holy shit.
This isn't
50 million.
This isn't including marketing, by the way. No. I'll give you one more guess. And that was low.
Wow. 300 million.
Off by a smidge. It cost 700. 700. So
700 million to make Black Ops 6?
Yeah. That's not including marketing. So Spider-Man 2, I think it was, when Insomniac made that, people were giving him shit for it being, I think, 400 million to make that. And then, yeah, lo and behold, Call of Duty's. Oh, I think even Black Ops 3 back in the day, that cost.
Cold War cost 700 million too in 2020.
Yeah. So they're costing almost $1 billion. Almost. Granted, again, marketing. We don't know. Probably $1 billion.
Holy shit.
My theory behind it, though, comparative to Spider-Man and everything like that, is all due to timing. In terms of time equals money. And when you want a game like Call of Duty to come out yearly and you want to increase everything every single year, I feel like it just inflates that budget. They're probably not using it in the best way. I guarantee that. But still, when you're expected to flip a game around, granted you have so many studios to also support because they're each one's cranking out, they have 3 years or so to work on it because of the rotation, but still 700.
Well, not only that, but the last game cost 700 million to make too.
Yeah. So in terms of companies backing, in a weird way, when they say Microsoft is in third place.
Oh wait, no, I'm wrong.
Like I would almost.
Yeah.
I feel like they're almost in a better spot though, even if they're in third place console wise or whatever, not just because of the backing of Microsoft.
Yeah, they have the money.
Yeah.
That is insane, dude. To 700 million to make pretty much the same game. Yes, dude. Modern Warfare in 2019 cost 640 million.
Yeah.
Like to make the same fucking game.
How dare you? I wonder how much EA Madden costs then.
Just kidding. Kenobi said that too. He's like, "What a waste of money to make the same game."
it's the Madden of
crazy.
FPS.
Man.
No, yeah, that's a lot of money that they gotta recalculate or however that works. Just sign it off your taxes. You're fine. Whatever. It's a tax write-off.
That is fucking insane. I would never. I literally would have never have guessed that.
Yeah. So in terms of Xbox games coming to PlayStation, I think the easiest way to say it is you bet your sweet ass they're coming to PlayStation.
Yeah.
Microsoft's got a good tab to pay off. It seems like. So.
Yeah, they'll get those people that sold their Xbox to buy a PlayStation to buy the game again.
Boom, gotcha,
you know
bitch.
I mean?
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, you want Gears? Here you go, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, a bunch of people are gonna have it on Xbox and then they're gonna buy it on PlayStation just to see if it looks any different.
Oh yeah, you got the IGN people who are gonna test it out and everything like that. Also, in this article, it does say Sea of Thieves, when it was released on PlayStation, was PlayStation 5's most downloaded game in May in both the US and Europe. So that's just Sea of Thieves too. But
yeah, Sea of Thieves is a great game too. I wonder if it's crossplay.
Ooh, I would hope so at that point. Xbox again being open with that stuff, I would assume it is.
It's definitely not a dead game though. A lot of people play Sea of Thieves.
No, I don't know. That's how a live service should be, in my opinion. So yeah, the more support, the better. Because I remember playing that game when it first came out. It was kind of bare bones. So.
Oh yeah, I got the Halo whatever, and yeah, it was exclusive. You had to log on and do something to get the Halo stuff, and then I haven't opened it since. I did download it on my wife's computer and my computer, so I do want to play it with them. You are right though, Kenobi. Call of Duty is one wrong step into being just another Concord. Like if they botched one thing, dude, 700 million? That's crazy. That's crazy.
See,
what could they do wrong to become Concord? What could they have done wrong? What do you think?
I don't know. I don't even think they let themselves do that. How about that? Because here's an example. Do they even have what was the extraction mode from last Call of Duty or the Warzone stuff? They had an extraction mode. It's just I'm just blanking on it right now.
Yeah, there was an extraction shooter style thing, kind of like
I want to say they got rid of it though.
I don't remember what that was called.
because Call of Duty, I think they try it once, and if it doesn't stick, get rid of it.
It's true. And I think, honestly, I think if they failed one game 700 million hard, they would just hit it again next game.
And because Concord live service, I think also, man, that's the whole like promise, a bunch of promises but never delivered kind of thing. So I don't care if it's made by ex-Bungie devs and this Halo devs, this and that, blah blah blah. Dude, some of their promises were wild in terms of a live service game. I don't.
Oh, for Concord.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was insane.
Like to constantly be updating as fast as you might say you do, in terms of how many devs that actually takes to make it happen, is wild. Man, that is hard. Also because not just that.
What did they do? There was something they did specifically. So actually, yeah, that is a good point. Kenobi, trying to push a political agenda rather than gameplay and value. I could see that ruining a Call of Duty. I don't think they would do that, but I could see that ruining a Call of Duty.
They already had Kevin Spacey in there. They already skipped that. But I'm trying to think. Honestly, I'm trying to think of my own feet here in terms of what would make me not play. I guess I could say what makes me not play as much. Obviously,
you've already crossed the line of you won't buy.
Yeah. I've already crossed that line in terms of I'll play on Game Pass.
If it wasn't there, you wouldn't have bought it though.
Yeah, yeah, correct. I think if they forced my hand into this whole live service thing or something like that, if they forced my hand into that crap, then no. Because for me, Call of Duty is just a game. I get on with the bros, whatever not, shoot some people in the face for a few hours, whatever, and then hop off. And I don't think about it after that. Comparative, to, whether it be Fortnite or anything like that, where it is a living world. Something happens every week, every month, whatever not. And I think at least age-wise, at that point, it's already kind of pushed me off. So for me, I think if they went further into that, I don't know, the route.
Yeah.
Some of these skins alone are kind of already on my bad side in a weird way. But
dude,
I'm just like,
ridiculous.
I was talking to our buddy Jason earlier today, and I was talking to him. Can you imagine if we had a time machine? We went back in time about 10 or so years ago. We're like, guys, Call of Duty is gonna have skins that you're gonna have to pay for, as we're like working on like Blue Tiger or some shit, and just be like, wait, what? I'm like, yeah, get this. They're gonna have you dance in the game too. I'm like, wait, what?
And we're going there for like, I get first 9, you get last 10.
Yeah. And then not only that, but it's like the small things that's not even. I think it's lost to attention to detail sometimes. For an example, sniper class earlier today, whatever not. And I was just sniping away, and I was like, wait a minute. Whatever happened to like the ghillie suit you would get just for being that certain class, or just the situation of.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm just whatever. I'm just my normal character I picked in the default kind of thing. I'm just like, that's kind of boring. So for me, I guess it would be almost a sense of direction in terms of like lacking detail. I know it's an arcade shooter at that point, but like they've almost gone. They're pushing the dial a little bit too far in that direction, I guess. But I don't think they would ever botch it that bad, though. In my opinion, that one's hard. Yeah, that one's hard.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? Because I remember all the customization in Halo 3 and Halo Reach, and it was just handed to you. You're able to do it all.
Yeah.
Now you gotta buy all that shit. That's just crazy, man.
Okay.
I think about it. I think about it too, and I'm like, how did those games make money if these new games are saying we can't make money without selling you skins, yet we are gonna raise the price to $70. And well, actually, it was 60 back then. They raised it from 50 to 60. But now they're raising it to 70, and they're still selling the skins. And a lot of them aren't even printing on disc anymore. They're sold to you digitally, so it's you don't have to pay for shipping. Why do you gotta sell us the fucking skins? How are you not making money?
So I guess to
Where
go
are you
off,
fucking
I guess to go off that, I guess pricing us out would be an option.
Oh, pricing us out?
Yeah, like you said, for me, I only
afford
play it through Game Pass because it's whatever $10 a
That's
month
true.
kind of thing. And on that point, like if I didn't, Game Pass wasn't there, I wouldn't be playing it. So that's me and probably a few others, I would assume. But
Angry Kenobi says, "Remember when Call of Duty was dark and about war and pain?"
as you're over there in your cat uniform, yeah,
I know. Now you're like dressed up as a fucking. You got cat ears and shit.
cat ears and whatever. Not hey, each their own. But come on, man, you're kind of taking me out of the experience. Alrighty.
Right. What's our next topic?
Let's see.
I can't make it to your stream fast enough to watch you spin the wheel. Oh,
Oh,
there
you're
we go,
good. I
there we
got
go,
you.
there we go.
Ha 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 ha! Yes.
Oh man.
Oh, buddy. For those that love to doom scroll. All right. TikTok users would rather learn Chinese. So, Duolingo, if anyone's familiar with that, basically teaches you a different language. They saw a spike 216% in the US, people learning Chinese because of this TikTok ban, because of now one of the most popular downloaded apps, Rednote, which is another Chinese. I think what I've seen is it's closer to Instagram than anything. But people just memeing on basically at this point the government, just because they're like, oh, you want to remove one of our favorite apps and all this other stuff because it's Chinese, this and that. All right, fine then, we'll go download like another Chinese app for the most part, because it was Rednote, and then there's another one actually owned by the same company that owns TikTok that's called
And it's like 8.
Lemonade. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Lemonade.
Yeah, and so it's just like, dude, I don't know. I think to boil it all down, I think 2025, guys, if you're looking for an excuse to get off social media, to get off that train of at least doom scrolling one app, at least, Facebook has given you the opportunity, I feel like, this year. TikTok, come Sunday, well, I guess we'll see where that's at. I know the Supreme Court today said that it was okay to get banned on Sunday. So that gets then punted over to the next administration. But are we golden?
I think our Discord is like you sound great on the stream.
Oh shit. Discord, come back to me. Let's see. Good old technical difficulties here, folks. Live. Do we need to do the golden rule? Let's do it. Or something like Mr. Roboto. I wonder if it's on my end or his end. Let's see.
Oh, that's better. Way better.
There we go. So yeah, the golden rule.
Yep. Boom. There you go.
And we're back.
Everything should still be set up.
Look at that.
Yep. Bam. Easy.
Technical support, folks.
Turn it off. Turn it back on.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
But yeah, for the most part, I don't know. Facebook has given us reasons to jump ship if we need to. TikTok is on its way out the US. We'll see though. It's not official until it's obviously removed from the App Store. Yeah, and then I know because we got India has had TikTok removed over there since 2020 and all that sort of thing. And I kind of feel like it's funny. I know it's because they're memeing and they just want like, there's two reasons why they're jumping ship to Rednote. First, to meme the government and be like, screw you, we'll go to another Chinese company. And second, because TikTok competitors like Meta, for an example, having Instagram Reels, people are like, fuck that. I'm not going to Zuck's other platform, which is hilarious because in my mind, the whole entire time, I just feel like YouTube's over here just be like, guys,
Come on.
we're guys, we're right here. We have shorts 3 minutes long now. That anyone? Anyone?
Impactful and engaging.
Yeah, so it's just funny.
So, why do you really think this is happening? I know why I really think it's happening.
I feel like they just want to have, I don't know. I just feel like they want to pat themselves on the shoulders in terms of, I don't know, government, whatever administration.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like they want to pat themselves on the shoulders for actually doing something about privacy. But
so, I think it could be that like they are seriously concerned with you know, an outside government having such a hold on the population here through TikTok.
Yep.
I don't think that's what it is. I think it's because of money. I think it's because it's an outside business that has such a hold on us that is not an American-owned business. I think that's what it is.
Well, that's exactly, I think, why it is, because hence why they said you could either sell to us or we're going to get rid of you.
Mm-hmm. I don't think they truly care. Honestly, they just want more money. I think it's all follow the money. I think that's all it is.
Yeah. I think it's exactly what it boils down. That's usually what all that stuff boils down to anyway, because at this point, data is money. Whoever has the most wins, kind of thing. And not only that, but at the same time, it is kind of interesting when out of all
that's true.
Out of all these companies, TikTok's algorithm is it's the most interesting one. I did see a fact where it's like TikTok basically knows more about you than, you know, you might know yourself, kind of thing, within the first minute for the most part. So
So, as U.S. TikTokers move to Red Note, some are encountering Chinese-style censorship for the first time, because they are pretty hard there. They do go pretty hard there.
Well, I even saw a thing too, yeah, where even, I guess, Red Note, if this, you know, sticks or whatever not, they were gonna segregate U.S. and like their Chinese user bases up.
Yeah, what Kenobi just said was Red Note users are hating on Americans apparently for switching to Red Note. They don't like it apparently.
Oh, I could easily see that because in a sense, everyone has
flooding their feed.
Well, yeah, tribalism and this and that. And it's like, bro, this app was fine before you guys got here. What the hell? Like, don't ruin this for us. That kind of thing. So, yeah, I don't know. Something, again, I don't really have to worry about or anything like that. But I just find it interesting. I don't know, if someone was like a big time TikTok creator, I just feel like, well, you don't have to be big time, whether it be our level or anything like that. Don't put your eggs in one basket.
No, you should have already been uploading on YouTube, Instagram, maybe even Twitter. You know what I mean? Other places to get yourself out there. But also, if you were a big time TikTok creator and you were actually like not just like a brain rot TikTok creator, you will do well on YouTube. Yeah,
and again, I feel like at that point, I would hope you would have just triple posted, even if it's the same thing. It doesn't have to be different. Mm-hmm. Like if it's a different
creators do that.
Yeah, if it's a different format, like a YouTube, you know, normal video versus a short, that's one thing. But if they're just all the 1 minute long, 3 minute long things, then go ahead, and I don't have a problem with someone uploading the same shit.
No, I'll even watch it twice, because if it's really funny, fuck, dude, I scroll past it, I'm like, hell yeah.
Yeah. Well, not only that too, it's kind of interesting now, because I don't know if you've noticed this. I'll have to look into the phone app itself, or even on this desktop here. But Spotify is actually getting into videos.
Are they?
Yeah, not like, I don't think it's like the short form stuff, because some of the YouTube people I've watched for, you know, gaming related stuff, whatever not, they've mentioned about, you know, obviously Spotify, like it can be, you can take one of your videos and kind of make it a podcasty kind of thing where you just post it on there. I think it's just the audio. I could be wrong. Or it could be the video as well. I don't know if there's an upload limit or anything like that, but it seems like Spotify is getting into the video market as well. So
You might need a certain kind of account. I don't see it on my app right now.
okay. Yeah, I'd be curious to know what it takes to have, if you have to be their version of verified or what to upload something like that to their site or something without being a, you know, music or whatever not. So
I think it's funny that I think it's funny that Duolingo is seeing a 216% spike in US learning Chinese. That made me die laughing because of the TikTok ban. I was like, wow, you'd rather learn Chinese than just freaking get on YouTube.
then just give it up. I know.
Yeah. It's like you could doom scroll YouTube just as easy. I do it all the time. I don't even look at TikTok. I'm not going to lie. I only look at YouTube, and sometimes I'll end up scrolling like Instagram because I have friends that share reels on there. So
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was funny. And I'm assuming that there's a free trial for Duolingo. I'd be amazed if people actually paid money to sign up for whatever, a month or so of this. But
well, I mean, shit, good for them if
I know,
you
right?
what I mean?
Well, not only that, but imagine raking in, because hell, it probably, hence why free trials exist. Those people that forget that they did that just for the memes or whatever or not, and then Duolingo gets that monthly fee at least once. So,
Yeah.
oh man,
That's so funny though. I'm not gonna miss TikTok. I actually think TikTok was terrible. Mainly because they brought around a lot of challenges that did actually hurt a lot of people. Tide Pod challenge, a couple like non-breathing challenges, and it's like kind of insane. I think the craziest challenge that was like brought around from like Facebook was like the ice bucket challenge. You know?
yeah.
TikTok
Which
was
was for
actually
charity.
Yeah, and yeah, exactly. TikTok was major brain rot. I'm not gonna miss it
No,
if it goes.
yeah. Well, hell, even if
I
it's
also don't
here
care if it
Monday.
stays.
Yeah,
You know?
even if it's here Monday, it's like whatever. Like, all right, I'm not downloading it still.
No, yeah, I guess my point is I wouldn't miss it if it left, you know, but
Yeah.
I'm also not gonna be like, let's fucking save TikTok, you know what I mean? Because I actually didn't like it personally. I like
No.
YouTube way more.
Yeah. So, yep. If it goes, it goes. I feel like that's just their sentiment on that. So, if you have
Good
another,
for Duolingo though.
I know, right? Go.
Yeah,
Good.
baby.
I'm glad that. Well, hopefully those people that jump ship of Red Note come this next week or whatever. Not. Hopefully they don't leave a bad review or something like that. Just
I
review
didn't learn
bomb.
shit.
Yeah. Just like, well, shit. Well, it's funny too, because yeah, now the terms of agreement are all in, you know, Mandarin or some shit. But then again, nobody reads that stuff anyway. So, alrighty.
All right, next topic, baby.
Oh, here we go. The good old live service train going downhill. All right, so 2 PlayStation live service games actually got canceled this week. And no, it was not Concord 2 as much as you were looking forward to it.
These are 2 games that aren't even out yet, right?
Correct. They were in the works. So, Sony canceled 2 more live service games, reportedly including a God of War-like title. Or I should say just title in general. It's not of like, it is God of War. So, which I can't imagine that game being live service. I don't know.
What the fuck?
I don't know how you would make that one live service. That one would be interesting.
God of War game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would. If that is a live service game, I would love for it to be released so I can see what it is.
I know. Now we need the leaks of
Yeah.
what was being worked on, because
I actually want it made.
the only thing I can think of would be having, I don't know, you almost turn it into a Dark Souls like kind of thing where you just have certain bosses at certain points of maps or something every so
I guess-
often, or
Yeah.
but it's hard because a
Uh,
live service to me involves other people online, like
Yeah.
multiplayer wise. So it's like this is a single. You're turning a single player into that. Or just have a bunch of Kratoses running around, or
I
or
think you
what?
would take, I think you would take Destiny and slap God of War on it, you know, and like you would have just like you'd have a big map, and then you'd go around to specific boss areas, and they would just be one of the gods that you would normally fight.
Well, I guess it's true. Now that I think of that, because at least with Destiny, you got to build your character, or whatever. Not so. In this case, are you building your own? I'm assuming you're building your own god-like character.
Probably.
That's
What
only,
I mean that actually sounds kind of sick.
that's the one thing that makes sense in my head. I'm like, wait a minute, you're taking
Yeah.
these characters out, but okay, if you build your own godlike character and then go around killing these bosses or whatever, not okay. Now I see it a little bit more. Okay, I was like, how do these characters make sense?
Do we actually have any idea what these two games are, or is one of them guaranteed to be the God of War game?
Let's see here. Bloomberg's Jason Schreier reports that Sony canceled live service games in development at Bend Studio and Bluepoint Games, a report which was confirmed by a Sony spokesperson. His article doesn't describe the games in detail. He then took to Blue Sky to confirm that the game Bluepoint itself was working on was a live service God of War title. So that one was confirmed to be a God of War one.
Yeah. By Bluepoint?
Yeah.
I think that would actually have been pretty good.
But it is funny that they mentioned 2 live service games. And I even tried scrolling in that article a bit. And for some reason, it only seems like God of War is the only one that pops up.
Yeah, God of War is the only one mentioned as I'm going through the article.
Yeah, so I wonder if the other one was not as deep in development or what, but
I wonder why they canceled it. I would love to see gameplay footage of it.
Concord. No. Which is hard because it's funny because also in this article, and obviously the numbers show it, Helldivers 2 is a live service, and that's a PlayStation thing, and that's been PlayStation's biggest live service of 2024, and I guess I can't really say ever because they own Bungie now. I would assume that's still up there, but
yeah, probably. I would assume that you're right.
But other than that, and you have Concord being a big old flop, being a live service, which is interesting because I feel like it's just the way the market's going now of a live service, or at least types of live service. That's the hard part too, because I believe when Bungie was originally acquired, I want to say Sony was ramping up their like studios in general to have 10 or 11 live services get going, or at least in the works, just because again Bungie was the top dog of that stuff, so they had them basically kind of almost leading it. But
they had bought Bungie to help with their live service situation.
Yeah. And so now I think they're just seeing the repercussions of it's not always, lightning in a bottle in a sense of stuff always. Just because it's a live service doesn't mean it's going to work out.
Oh, no. It doesn't guarantee anything.
Yeah.
Even with Bungie helping you, you got to have a good game.
Yeah. You have to have a good...
just make slop and then expect it to sell.
Not only that, I feel like you have to give me a reason to care. A character, a cool concept, or something. Like Concord had none of that, in my opinion. Like you had that freaking whatever trailer it was at the PlayStation Play event or whatever, but it's just like this, this backstory you're trying to tell me or anything like that. It's like there's not that want of like, oh, I need to know more about this. Let me do my research or this and that. It's like I don't care.
Yeah. Kenobi said it earlier. Concord had bad gameplay, art direction, and directing. Just an all-around bad game.
Yeah, so
I agree.
It seems like the management of these things is wild.
I think they put too much faith in Bungie being able to just make a live service game just work.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work that way, and I'm sure Bungie tried to tell them that.
Well, and to be honest, I don't know. Bungie's games themselves weren't freaking 10 out of 10s, or even I think even 9 out of 10s. Yeah, I don't know. They were 7.5, 8.
You talking about Destiny?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the main reason people go back to Destiny is because they've already put so much time into Destiny. So like,
Yep, it's their second job.
I looped back around in Destiny 2. I think that's fuck, like a year after it released, and I was like, man, I'm bored.
Yeah, because if the story's not hooking you, then good luck. You know, friends can do so much in terms of hooking you and everything like that into a game. But when you're getting carried, that's not really fun because you're not experiencing the progress on your own. And
well,
if the story's not getting to you, then
I'm not a huge fan of games that when you get to a certain point, you just can't do anything unless you know other people with the game, or you want to just like try to do this dungeon with randoms. So like there were specific missions that like I just couldn't do because I'm only one person and you needed 4.
Vault of Glass.
Fuck this shit. I don't know 3 other people playing right now, you know? So
yeah, when it just comes to a halt, even though you want to play or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then that made me stop playing. I think it was specifically like it was like some sort of like Nightfall event or whatever. And then that made me stop playing, and I looped back around, and I was like, this fucking sucks. Now I'm behind. And
the FOMO I think started big time on that game type, or just that game in general. Because especially story wise too, with all the DLCs every so often, whatever. Not, it's just like, bro, no, like this story is just I'm too far removed. So it's like, I'm not
too far out of the loop.
Yeah, it's like, good luck getting a fresh meat in there kind of thing. But yeah,
I would actually like to see the God of War game. I would love. I'm sure if it was far enough along, one of the developers will leak something. They'll be like, motherfucker, they should have finished this shit.
Yeah, luckily these studios aren't gonna lose their jobs or anything like that. But I think they're just told to work on something else for the most part. So better cut your losses than the actual team itself.
So one of the studios was Bend Studios, and so their last game was Days Gone. Did you play that game?
I did not.
So I didn't play it until years after it released, and boy, it's actually a great game. It got shit reviews at first.
Interesting.
Because there was a lot of bugs and such, but
okay.
I played it like I think 2 or 3 years after it released, and I enjoyed it. It's the one where you make your motorcycle, you have a motorcycle, and you're riding around killing zombies and stuff.
Yeah.
And I loved it. Upgrading your motorcycle was super satisfying. Going around and killing all the zombies was super satisfying, especially when you're drawing them through like areas that have traps. You know, you throw something down behind you, they all blow up. It was like, oh man, it was so massive too. Like other zombie games, you got like 15 zombies behind you. This game, you have literally like 150. You know, so it's like overwhelming. You run it, man. So if it was anything like that, I'm really sad that got canceled.
Yeah, because true. I'm trying to now think about it. Of a godlike kind of game would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Pick your. I guess the biggest thing for me, especially with God of War, is the feeling of overpoweredness. That's always grabbed my attention. Which in a weird way, I feel like it'd be kind of interesting if God of War had like a horde mode, just waves on waves on waves. Just because I feel like sometimes you could tackle on the whole world, give or take. But
I love horde modes.
It would be interesting.
Killing floor, where it's just wave after wave after wave.
But yep, we'll never see it unless a leaker decides to leak. It would be kind of cool if the studio would just like release it on their Twitter, like YouTube, or whatever. Not
something,
be like, here, this is what we were just this isn't coming out, this is what we were working on, like, here you go, just FYI.
Your worst experience is War Thunder. You must buy the battle pass in order to earn the main thing you're grinding for. Totally screwing you over. So didn't Fortnite used to do something like that too? Or was it Fortnite? You had to buy the battle pass to get what you wanted.
That's dumb.
What was that?
So there's no such
Yeah.
thing as free items in a sense?
Totally screwing over free to plays. Yeah.
Yeah,
Huh.
that's not how do they get away with damn, that must be interesting like wording
Yeah.
or something. Because that's not free to play then. That's $10
No.
a month.
Yeah.
Or whatever their frequency is, but like still.
Played Hazard 5 and oh god. I could only imagine, bro. Oh. Alright, spin that wheel.
Alright.
War Thunder. That game's like Total War. It's called Total War Thunder, right?
Up one
I feel,
sec.
I feel like I hear that like advertised all the time.
Oh, that's why I was getting okay. We do only okay. 50-50.
We only
Here
have
we go.
2?
Yep, 50-50. Here we
Oh,
go.
it was a light week. No, just War Thunder.
No CES. Oh, here we go.
Oh man, I had some CES stuff, but we'll talk about that in the end when it's like our random stuff.
All right. Switch 2 hardware though, dude. Now that it's finally out. Now that it's
Where's
finally
that guy from
out.
last week? Where's that guy from last week?
Yeah. It's official. It's official.
Yup. Switch 2, it's finally been revealed. What do you think of it?
First
One
off,
moment, let's watch the video.
oh yeah. I was gonna say first off, I think it's hilarious. People, I don't know, expecting more when we've strictly been told that this is what we're gonna see. But
What are they expecting more?
I think they were
actually
expecting.
haven't seen that.
They were expecting, I don't know, more
Specs?
detail. Yeah, specs, battery life, blah blah blah.
Okay,
but
okay,
it's like,
okay.
guys, this was just a rumor for a hardware reveal, which, goddamn, Nintendo is. They're so good, yet they're so on the. Oh man, they're on the fence. So for an example, I feel like Nintendo is the only one that can get away with something like just, guys, what's today? Oh, 16th. Or sorry, 17th or whatever. Now we've been rumored, to release something. Should we do it? Yeah, let's upload it to YouTube. Like no press coverage. Like no conference, whatever. Not. You know how much money they're probably saving from word of mouth like this shit.
Yep.
So they're saving buco bucks and just uploading a YouTube video, basically.
So the reason I think they did this was because there is at CES there was an accessories company that basically leaked the Switch 2.
Yep.
And so they were like, you know what? Everybody's already seen pretty much what it's gonna look like. Let's just throw it out there. I believe in the YouTube video though, they like give a date for more announcements, right?
April 2nd is the Nintendo Direct.
April 2nd. Okay.
Which is
Yeah,
smart, because let's not do this on April 1st. Thank God, Nintendo.
I know. April Fools.
Yeah.
Bigger, blacker, better. Yeah, I actually love the look of it. I'm not gonna lie.
Also, Nintendo is a genius with their
Nintendo
sounds.
was the last company to announce the Switch 2.
They were. But they are geniuses with sound. So if I were to close my eyes, whatever not.
Talking about like ambiance.
No, just so I don't think it'll pick it up unless I probably am talking, but if I snap my fingers, that was the sound of the Switch. Just snap, 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 snap. Like it snapping, whatever. This new one here, when those two Joy-Cons go together, now it's just a clap. And so I feel like they are so good with the simple sounds like that you're like, oh, I know it, it's playing on in the background. Whereas PlayStation, they have to say the name typically. Xbox kind of gets away with it of a sound towards the end or whatever not, but Switch 2, yeah. But Switch 2, perfect on, changing it up just ever so slightly. Which I think it's fine. I think the more details we need are those joysticks. The fact that those Joy-Cons are magnetic is phenomenal. Freaking dope. Also, let's see. Does it play it in this trailer that I'm looking at least? I don't think it does.
I pulled up the YouTube video.
Yeah. So in that video, then when you're looking at it, when they take the Joy-Cons out and they're like racing on the surface, both of them, both of these Joy-Cons have a laser pointer or a laser sensor kind of thing, like mice do. So hence why supposedly you're going to be able to use these things as a mouse.
Like a mouse. I saw that.
Which I'm thinking, and also based on the way that the trigger sits, that blue Joy-Con would actually be kind of dope to test out as a normal mouse for any PC game almost.
Oh, it should work.
Yeah. Because you have your thumb perfectly aligned, your finger perfectly wrapped around that first trigger at least.
One moment. I just want to hear the clap that you were talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
It's too good.
Oh, here it comes. Yeah, it is. It is just a...
Yeah. You could be doing something,
Oh,
not
man.
even pay attention to it.
Crazy.
It's in the background. You're like, oh, that's a Switch too. It's like, what?
I never would have really like thought of that as like a, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So me personally, I think I love it, and I'm definitely gonna buy one.
I think it's dope. Let's see what else.
Should we do spec predictions?
Yeah, we can do. Well, let's do this Mario that it keeps showing off too, just because I got some stuff to say about that. Because people have been digging into that as well. Mario Kart, not just 12 carts anymore, or whatever it has been previously. They're saying it's up to
24?
24 now.
Oh, that's hype.
Based on that track. So Nintendo has upgraded their server plans or whatever not, and have dug a little bit more research into what the internet is, it seems like. So
That's super hype, actually.
24 for Mario Kart there. Possibly, let's see, where's it at? Also speculation about the way Mario's Kart actually looks is that there might be like a little fuel booster kind of thing that you can have on you at any point you want and use it whenever you want. You just have to obviously refuel up, you know, just kind of go past something, an item
like
real
a gas
quick.
station.
Yeah, and then kind of go from there. But yeah, 24 from Mario Kart. Let's go.
Mario Kart 9. What Mario Kart do we have right now? They haven't made one in years.
8 Deluxe.
Okay, so we are on 8. This will be the official next one then.
Yes, because they've had Mario Kart 8 since Wii U, somewhere around.
Wii
Yeah,
U.
Wii.
Yeah.
Somewhere around there. So, yeah.
Okay, so they had Mario Kart 8 since the Wii, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe since the Wii U.
Yep.
If I remember correctly. Yeah, the courses definitely have to be bigger.
Yes,
I
for
would
24, I would hope so.
Yeah. Imagine that lag.
Oh,
I get
that'd
crazy
be
lag. Right? I get crazy lag now just playing Mario Kart.
yeah. And then price
Yeah.
speculation wise too, I'm still
The music
thinking
better slap.
400.
Yeah, I think 400 safe. So with a new Switch, do you think they make a new Smash Bros?
God,
This last Smash Bros, they went so hard.
how many characters are there? God, it covers the whole screen. Did they introduce any new ones? They probably did, and I just didn't pay attention. In terms of this year, without even putting them on the Smash Bros. Oh God, what? We have Xbox ones on there, don't we now?
Yeah, a few of them.
I don't think right away, but yes.
They have almost 90 playable characters.
I don't think they do it right now. When was the last one released?
Ooh.
That one wasn't a launch one. I know that. That one was, I feel like, a couple years after.
Yeah.
Probably 2 years after.
Ultimate character. The latest character. Oh boy. I actually don't know. So, okay. I'm not sure, but I actually don't think they're gonna release a new one on this console.
Would you save it for, I don't know, their OLED version or whatever version that they're gonna do?
Yes, I think they would do it for the revision, but not this one. Is Waluigi actually not in Smash Bros. Ultimate?
I don't think so.
Kenobi just goes, "Everyone is here. My ass. Where's Waluigi?" Is he really not there?
we get freaking Xbox characters before we get him. That's funny.
Waluigi. Like, what the hell? Yeah, I don't think they'll release it, a new one, and that's mainly, or not yet, at least. Like maybe for the revision of this new Switch, but
Yeah.
that's just mainly because they went hard. They went so hard, you know, and I think they want to get their money's worth out of how hard they went. Because I believe they had to license like a bunch of characters, didn't they?
Oh, that's usually how it goes. Yeah, yeah.
So they're gonna want to get their money's worth, and then they're gonna want to actually build up a new repertoire to go even harder next time.
They still don't have what? You can't play as Master Hand? That's bullshit.
I know, right? He's like an iconic Mario character. Come on, let's bring it back.
Give me all the villain arcs and everything. But no, actually, I actually kind of really like it being the color it is. Not only
The
that,
Switch black?
yeah, because
Oh, I love it.
obviously every console does this. I feel like they're gonna make a white version eventually, whatever. But I feel like this makes the special editions that much more special. So
They stand out more.
yeah, so your Zeldas, your Mario Red editions or whatever not, they're gonna
Animal Crossing.
yeah, they're gonna pop even more now. Whereas this one's gonna be blending in just a little bit more. So whether you're at work or whatever not, people will just be like, oh, he's just playing on a handheld. They won't know it's the Nintendo Switch off the bat, unless you're a nerd like us. But
Yo, the Pokemon special edition is gonna go so hard.
oh yeah,
I'm getting that for sure.
they're gonna I feel like at this point now, I feel like on big launches like that, they just have to make special editions no matter what.
Oh yeah. So what do you think the specs are gonna be? I'm pretty sure the chip's gonna be made by NVIDIA. It's just like a new NVIDIA Tegra. I think that's already been kind of leaked. But what do you think the screen's gonna be? Like overall horsepower. How much RAM does the Switch have? The current Switch.
I'm trying to remember what they said it was equivalent to. Wasn't the rumors it was equivalent to last gen's consoles or something? Like the top end of them, basically? Yes. Which I could still see that being the case. My biggest thing, though, is, is that screen. Is that screen OLED? I don't know if it is.
Yes. What? Wait.
What, we got breaking news?
Holy moly. So, the current Switch, how much RAM do you think the current Switch has?
I don't know, 4 gigs?
Yeah, 4 gigs.
Oh,
how
okay.
much RAM do you think the new Switch is rumored to have?
Rumored? 6. I don't know. 8?
12.
Okay, wow.
That's an insane improvement.
Is this over the OLED? How much? The OLED has the same specs minus the screen as the original. Or did they bump everything else up?
The Switch OLED has 4 gigs.
Oh, okay.
The Switch 2 is expected to have 12 gigs of RAM. That's insane. That's actually we're cooking with gas there.
Mario's gonna be sitting happy with that, dude. Those games alone already run pretty well, based off art style and whatever not off the current hardware.
Yeah, and simplistic graphics and all that.
And they're like what? 10 gigs if that.
Most of them.
Yeah.
Man, do I think that screen's gonna be OLED? No.
I don't think so either.
I think they're gonna save that for a revision.
I feel like they have to because let's see, the OLED this go around for Switch 1, whatever. How many years does that take? Is that the typical 3 to 4?
The OG Switch was released in 2017, right? When was the OLED Switch
Yes.
released? OLED Switch release date was 2021, so 4 years.
Okay.
I don't think they take that long though. I think that they drop this, get everybody to buy it, and then 2 years later drop the OLED.
Yeah, because I'm trying to, because obviously this is their new, basically Nintendo 3DS kind of shit since they dropped that whole thing, and then I feel like they refresh that so often too. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm. Now, if this is OLED, you know what? I'm not even gonna say it because either way, I'm gonna buy it. So
I don't think it is, which I'm almost okay with that because of it being a bigger screen, and then it being, you know, LED or whatever. Not at least your battery life is whatever. It's both fine either way, whether it be OLED or LED kind of thing. But because obviously with the bigger screen now, I'm curious with that battery life, if it stays the same or if they boosted it to, I don't know, 6 to 7-ish. I don't know what the OLED is. I can't remember what the battery life of the OLED one is.
I think it's like 5 to 6, is it not?
I thought so. Because I want to say that was
closer to 5 though.
Because I want to say that was their complaint, give or take, of playing Zelda and whatnot when it first came out, was that the battery life was 3.5-ish or so for being a handheld. But
the dock looks pretty clean though. I like the rounded corners.
Yeah, the dock, like, it's all minimal stuff that's like slight changes, and them not coming up with a wacky name and just going with a 2 is completely fine with me.
Another thing I like that we haven't mentioned yet is USB-C on the top.
Oh my god. I was watching an IGN video today about some of the top, you know, like, top 30 things you should know about the Switch 2. Watched it. The guy was talking about the top USB port, and he's like, they didn't really confirm what this is for, blah blah blah. And it's like, oh my god, I gotta go to the comments for this one. I gotta see how this guy gets, you know, roasted or whatever. Not. I'm like, first of all, is because the kickstand. Like, obviously you can plug other stuff in, but like kickstand, you put it in kickstand mode, and oh shit, I only have 3 hours of playtime, and you know I need to charge it. Like, plug it on top. There you go.
I hated playing my Switch, and I'm laying there, and it's on the bottom, so you're like, you know, like you're pushing it into your stomach, and you buy those right angle cables, so you can, boy.
Now it's up top, and now I'm actually more curious of the accessory pieces with that. Yeah, if there's two.
Right?
Up top or just in general?
No, just one on top, one on bottom.
Correct.
That's how to plug into the dock. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm curious how someone's gonna use that. They did briefly, but
did they? Is there one on the bottom? Oh, there is. It's right here.
Yeah, because it shows.
Oh wait,
like,
no, that's the top still.
Speakers or whatever, not.
Yeah, I'm stoked. I'm definitely gonna get one, mainly because fuck. I hope Game Freak pulls their head out of their ass and makes a quality Pokemon game, man. You just rolled your face. You just rolled your eyes. I saw that shit.
I don't know if they do. I don't know. I don't know if they're like threatened enough to make, you know, to put in the time and effort for it. They've had time for it though, correct? They've had a few years.
Oh god, yeah. And I keep paying for the slop. I keep just buying it too. They got me hooked like a fucking zombie.
Man, I wonder. There's gonna be a way. Did they ever connect? I can't remember if they did. I could have sworn they did. They ever connect Pokemon Go to any of the Pokemon Switch games?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, did they? Fuck.
I can't remember if they did or not.
You were able to transfer. Oh wait, yeah. In Let's Go, I was able to transfer Pokemon into Pokemon Home from Pokemon Go. So I was able to finish my Let's Go Pokedex from my Pokemon Go Pokemon.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I got the medal, because my wife was not playing Eevee and I was only playing Pikachu, so I needed the exclusives, blah blah blah.
Yeah. Okay.
How
So I'm
often do I
curious.
stream nowadays? Oof.
All
Hoping
day,
to get
every
back
day.
on 2 days, but I'm on 1 day right now.
I'd be curious to know if they're gonna do the same thing, or now if they somehow include the Pokemon card game, even though it's a card game, but still, I feel like there's some connection that they can make there.
I don't know how you do that.
I don't know either.
It's like, how do you correlate
A
pulling
card.
a card to catching a Mon, and then how do you give it base stats and IVs and stuff?
Yeah, I don't know. Hey, I'm not in part of Game Freak's camp, okay? I don't know. But no,
I wish it.
they gotta prove their stuff. I feel like that's just me.
Oh, definitely. Use Zelda compared to Pokemon. Holy shit! Imagine a Pokemon game like Zelda. Oh my god.
Well, hell, just fucking mod that. Be like, hey, go over to that studio and be like, guys, can we just, reverse some
Exactly.
characters a bit and just call it good? Like,
Just take Pal World and put Pokemon in it and add badges. Like shit.
just goes to Power World. delete guns. All right, ship it.
Yep. Oh man, Pal World's fun though. I need to get back in that.
This would be too funny. I feel like if I got into that, I'd be like, maybe because of the nostalgia of the Pokemon I actually know, I'd be like, okay, maybe Pokemon. But after that, I'd be like, you lost me. You lost me.
I think you'd get bored pretty quick.
Yeah.
It's not a game where you have a mission, really. I think we talked about this last week.
Yeah. That's the hard part. I'm like, damn it.
Mhm.
I gotta be creative.
I mean, there are like mini missions, like go fight X boss, but it's I feel like you get bored of it pretty quick.
Yeah, but the progress
Like-
is your house and buildings and this and that.
Mhm,
It's Stardew.
And like,
It seems like Stardew Valley-ish, but you're off.
Yeah.
Instead of dungeons, you're off fighting. Pokemon
It's
kind
like-
of stuff, and then come back.
yeah, it's very like it's very like Valheim, I guess, because you fight these big like colossal Pokemon, or not Pokemon, sorry, pals.
Yeah.
In Valheim, you go like fight, like, isn't it like some sort of like spirits or gods?
Yeah, you go. Yeah, the 4 or 5 or whatever there. Yeah,
Mhm.
but
It's
the whole time
very
you have
similar.
to get stuff to go do
You gotta
that.
build your house, survive, blah blah
Yeah.
blah.
Life.
I know,
But-
I saw that the pals just spawned to you next. That's because of fucking Nintendo, though. They were jealous that someone else made a good Pokemon game.
you can't do a throwing animation. Can they not just like drop it or something, or kick it across? I don't know. Like, I feel like there's got to be other animations they can do.
It is kind of a bad example, but yeah, it is like an interesting comparison. Valheim and Pal World. It's I really don't know what else to compare it to, though. I'm not gonna lie, because you harvest wood and stone and shit.
Yeah, it makes sense in my head in terms of you have to like build up to the battle, then you can go battle the shit
Yeah.
instead of a linear story, I guess, because that's not linear, in my opinion.
Sometimes I can't stand those kind of games. Like I played so many hours of Raft with my wife and my sister and her wife.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, they were still enjoying it. I was getting to the point where I was just eating, just chilling, and they were doing all this. I'm like, I'm so fucking bored. But then sometimes I'm just like, dude, I can't wait to build this fucking house. Can't wait to build this damn house and start smelting some iron. Shit. It's just like, it really depends.
Yeah. It's just hard. I feel like it's hard because for me, that doesn't, in my head at least, it doesn't seem like progress. I feel like there's got to be some slight movement towards shit.
I did forget that you get PAL slaves in Pal World. So, I mean, they kind of do the shit for you.
Yeah,
You can
true.
go around and explore and they'll mine all the shit.
Can you still catch the humans?
Oh man, I believe so. I've got a few humans.
Let's go.
I make them be my slaves against the other humans.
Go fight for me, damn it.
Yeah, this shit's awesome.
That's funny.
All right, last one.
Last one. No wheel needed.
What is it even?
Just good old honey in the news. And then obviously you'll go into some more
Oh,
details here. But yeah, another person besides Legal Eagle and all that stuff jumping into the I'm gonna sue honey bandwagon. I did see a thing, it's not in this article, that because let's see, this story came out a couple of weeks ago. It almost feels like
I
a
think it
month.
was 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
I believe.
So it's so 3 weeks ago. I removed it from my computer. I was like, whatever. If you're not gonna give me real coupons that I could search just on Google for, then I'll get rid of it.
Installed.
But I get rid of it on mine. They were at 20. I think it was 20 million extensions like being used or active, whatever, not out there. And when that news broke, they dropped to 17 million. And then within these 3 weeks or so, they actually have popped back up to 18 million. And it's just funny how something like this can happen, and just them blatantly saying, yeah, we know what we're doing in terms of, just taking that commission fee basically.
And we're not going to change it.
And they're still fine with it. Because they're like, we'll just take the slap on the wrist and the fine and we'll kind of do business as normal. And it's just, whether it be TikTok, whether it be this, bro, users, whether it be from the user's perspective or the company perspective, where's the care?
So, for context, for people that may not know for you Kenobi that doesn't know the exact story of what happened with Honey. So, it was about 3 weeks ago. Honey got exposed for being for doing some shady stuff. So basically, they would sponsor a lot of creators, right? And then they would give creators affiliate codes, and that creators' viewers would then download Honey and use that creator's affiliator code, right? Well, right before checkout, Honey would do some sort of alert, and the user, let's say I was buying something and Honey, and I was using that creator's affiliate code, Honey would pop up saying, oh, there's no other coupons that could save you money or whatever. If you were to go and exit out that alert, it would then change the affiliation code to Honey's own affiliation code, which I believe is a PayPal affiliation code, and the creator would get nothing from it. And their reason for that was since the end user interacted with Honey, the most recent before transaction, Honey gets its affiliation code, or Honey gets the kickback, the money basically, and the creator wasn't getting any money. And they were found to be doing this for every single person they sponsored, like, ever.
And not to kind of go on top of that too, obviously, you're a coupon company in a sense. You're trying to get people the best deal, whatever not. They wanted to be on the good side of businesses as well. This. Yeah, so they go to the businesses, and instead of finding the customer the best coupon that they possibly could, the business can be hand selective of these coupons actually. So they'll give you a coupon that's say 20%, even though if you did your own research, you could maybe find one for 30%, which was fine with the company and fine with Honey. And at that point, fine with you, because you're thinking that, hey, this is the best deal I can possibly be getting. And so they're, screwing people over that way too. So it's just wild. They get a bump like this. I'm just like, come on, dude. What up, Puma?
Yeah, it still kind of blows my mind that they were they were found not even offering like the best like coupons. You know what I mean? And like the crazy thing is too, I had seen videos where Honey knew that coupon was there. It's just they're partnered with the company, so they're not offering you that coupon. But if you find it, then you can use it. It's just wild to me.
Yeah.
But so it looks like the next YouTuber that is suing Honey is Gamers Nexus.
Yeah. So yeah, because the first one that I'm aware of was Legal Eagle starting the sue train basically, and then you were talking about earlier before we got on here that, yeah, it says right here, sparked backlash with Linus Tech Tips and whatnot.
Yep. I'm actually trying to find the clip in the video.
And I believe it's like right here. So if you want to, it's at 16:25 if you care to see it. But basically, we'll watch this real quick.
Did you put it in Discord?
Can I share like timestamps in this video in the article?
I don't know.
It's at 15:32 in that video that's in the article.
Oh, okay. I'm assuming. Let's see.
It's creator versus consumer perception. If you were to go to like the chapters, you know.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. What happens if I just pop over to YouTube anyway?
Well, at first glance, this
More. Thank you. Creator versus consumer.
the opposite. We're fortunate enough to no longer fully rely on affiliate. It's still an important part of the revenue stream, but we're not at that small stage anymore. And we won't abandon those of you with your own goals and your own aspirations just because it's not affecting us as much anymore. Now, as we get deeper into this, we need to address the comments made by a channel much larger than ours, because those comments and statements
right here
directly conflict with this entire video and with our beliefs at GN. This is not a video about Linus Media Group, so we'll keep this very brief. Linus recently, in a WAN Show episode, said the following regarding why they did not make a video when they found out about the way Honey works years ago, in response to how he believed he might be perceived if he had
right there our tech Jesus out here, as he goes by, he failed in journalistic practices and reported on a hearsay and like allegation information rather than actually going to the source and getting correct information. And he's done this numerous times against Linus and LTT. And ironically, right before we started our show, they started WAN Show, and they were going through and breaking down exactly everything that pertained to this specific instance with them not reporting on Honey, and as well as like all the way back to 2 years ago with a cooler that they had been given from a company called Billet Labs, and our tech Jesus here reported on it, saying that they never returned it. Well, Billet Labs never asked for them to return it. They told them they could keep it, and it's just a bunch of hoopla. So yeah, two of the largest tech channels on YouTube right now are slightly feuding, and it's been going on ever since. It actually I don't know how much you followed these tech channels in specific, but this feud has been going on ever since LTT was allowing people to tour the lab. I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago, and one of the people that worked in their like newly built lab said they do more rigorous testing than Gamers Nexus. So
there it is. Okay.
Ever since then, Gamers Nexus has
a beef.
Yes, a beef. Even after LTT has vigorously apologized, and they've taken that down, and that specific person has been reprimanded multiple times.
Okay. Interesting.
So the real story here is obviously the lawsuit, but the underlying story is man, just like it's hard to be in such a saturated space. You know, tech is a very saturated space.
It's so broad.
And when you guys are this big, you gotta get along, man. You gotta get along. So I hope that they're able to put this to rest, because I actually, first time I ever saw Gamers Nexus was in a tech support live stream that LTT put on, and it was two big tech YouTubers on each team, and they were versing each other on tech support, who could fix the computer faster. You know what I mean? And that was actually a super cool video, and they all seemed to get along back then. But I think this just kind of happens when you guys are battling for dominancy in a space. So I guess we'll see where this we'll see where this plays out. But I think Tech Jesus fucked up here, and a lot from his community. If you were to read the comments in this video, we're very mad that he took these took these words out of context. I disagree with LTT's characterization. I've watched full. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Hopefully they're able to solve this though.
And hopefully the main focus kind of goes back on to Honey and not this.
Honey.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what sucks too?
That's
is
the issue.
He could have made this video without that jab. He just had to stick that jab in there though, because LTT had an idea that Honey was doing some shady stuff like 7 years ago. You know what I mean? But it was also, they found out about it due to publicly sourced information on Twitter, on their forum, on other forums. So like, they didn't think they had to report on it at the time because they saw the situation on Twitter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, not only that too. The crazy part is that this is only part 1 of whatever Mega Legs video or whatever, not because I'm pretty sure he said he'd 3-part it or whatever it's been said or something like that. So I think that alone is wild that these guys are, making videos and they're already suing at part 1. So the hell is part 2 and 3 gonna? I'm kind of hoping, especially Legal Eagle, whatever not, is that they go to Mega Leg, because I would assume you would want all the details and not just wait for a video, because unless he, for safety purposes, whatever not, I don't know, is having to hold off on these details, I would assume that they would go to him, I would hope. But then again, you're already poking the bear at LTT and just saying, oh, they've been sitting on this information forever. Like, okay. But, which I'm pretty sure.
Why does that matter?
Yeah, like, what's happening now, like, just figure it out. Just kind of go from there. Are you just saying, like, oh, LTT is the one that screwed you over? No.
I think the point is, too, and you know what's crazy is, oh, man, I wonder if I can find that video. But I think the point of what he's trying to make here is, like, he's just trying to poke a jab, man. He's another large tech creator, and he's like, come watch me instead of LTT. They'll fuck you. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Like, why do you got to prove someone else? You're either better than them or whatever. Not. It's like, bro, we're all in the same space. At least those guys, whatever. Not obviously LTT does venture out and do other stuff more often. I feel like every time I've watched his stuff, it's always been the latest hardware of PCs and this and that. But still, it's like, do your format, do what you need to do, and how about you just you worry about that and call it good from there.
Exactly. You guys can coexist without and collaborating would be way better than like the beef in between each other,
Yeah.
Am I streaming later this weekend? I plan to stream tomorrow, but we're also going to look at a house tomorrow. So we'll kind of see how the time lines up, but I do plan to stream tomorrow.
So I'll say it for you. Set those notifications, click that little bell there.
Yep. Ring that bell.
That'll let you know. Just make sure it's set to all. But
another crazy thing, real quick, about this drama. So there's another guy that commented on this, talking about the right to reply. Right? It's a journalistic practice that a lot of like large journalism firms use, like New York Times and stuff. A lot of them have protocols on ways to report on things.
Yeah.
And this dude made this video, I want to say it's like, I think it's on the channel Tech Potato, and he talks about like, Gamers Nexus did not do proper journalistic practice when reporting on LTT right here, even though it was only for what was that segment, like 2 minutes?
Yeah.
But it actually is very defamatory. And that night that video was posted, Gamers Nexus posted a response that was taken so badly that it's already taken down, and we can't see it. I tried to find it right before stream so I could show it, but I can't find it anywhere. Apparently there are reposts of it, but I can't find it anywhere. He's almost having a mild crash out right now, which is really sad.
The power of the internet.
Yeah, I know, right?
It can boost you or drag you down.
Yeah.
That's why
And
you
he's
gotta,
like,
yeah.
so out of all the tech YouTubers right now, he is the one that does the best on the testing. I don't know if you've watched his videos; they are so in depth. They are like the best to go to if you're looking for like performance testing or temperature tests and all that jazz, in different cases and in depth like cooling designs and such. So it is really sad to see this. Hopefully he wins the lawsuit against Honey though.
I know, right? That's the whole point of
Yeah.
this goddamn thing. That's the funny part. It's like,
Yeah, quit throwing jabs, guys. Let's move on.
can we focus our attention and our money and whatever not at something else that we're trying to go after here?
Exactly.
But no, that's all I was able to find this week in tech and all that other stuff. So unless you got any topics.
No, I got a couple like whatevers.
Yeah, go for it.
So there's a few things that for the adults out here, right? I'm not gonna show them, but if you're interested, you should look up the craziest new CES tech. There is some crazy new CES adult toys. Have you seen those?
No, I have not. You'll have to put it in the Discord DMs later. Now that's interesting. Good old CES. Is it one sec? I gotta ask. Is there AI? I feel like AI was the theme this year.
Yes.
It's intro.
Yes. And there is one for each adult, each party.
Yeah.
And the one can control the other.
Teched out after dark. I like it, Puma.
Yeah, it's crazy. I wanted to put it in the doc because so the way I came across it was I was actually doom scrolling YouTube and whoa, your camera just went away.
Yeah, it's teched out after dark. I'm just following the image. It's probably the phone. The phone died? Oh yeah, phone's fucking shot, dude. Now we're left with Clippy. We're golden.
The crazy thing is, man, would you actually? I hope you come across the same video I came across, because they have this thing just going hog wild on the CES floor, right next to the Nintendo Switch booth. So you got.
One toy for the kiddos and one toy for the adults.
And you got this lady just explaining how it works, and you just, oh man, right in the middle of the floor, everybody's walking by like, what the hell is going on with this shit?
Let me guess, is she like straight face and everything too, or what?
Oh yeah, she was extremely serious about it. Like,
she's like, I know what I'm talking about. I've had to market this thing forever.
And to be fair, it's pretty cool, but holy shit, I didn't know you could show that stuff at public shows, you know?
That's funny. I feel like that would get. I feel like that'd get more spiteful than anything.
I feel like, dude, like, what if they bring their kids to CES? You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I'm here to see the Nintendo Switch too, and what the hell is that? Is that the new Joy-Con? Oh God, Timmy, don't stick that.
Kind of looks like one, you know? It's crazy. Yeah, that was pretty cool though. That was pretty cool. Also, did you see that Linus was on Jimmy Fallon?
I did, dude. The fucking comments of that were pretty cool. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I actually think he did pretty well. Did you watch the segment? It was, I think, like 10 minutes long.
Yeah, because everyone in the comments was like, "Oh my God, he's actually nervous for once," and all this other stuff. And then I think like top third comment or something like that was like, "Wait, where's the segue to our sponsor?"
Oh yeah, he did forget that, didn't he?
Yeah, it's like that's the typical segue kind of shit. But some of the stuff he was showing off was kind of cool.
So Angry Kenobi just said, when you and your son say, "Mommy, I want one," at the same time. Oh, yeah, I think he did pretty good. Did you like the tech that he showed off? Was actually pretty cool. Those glasses are sick. What were they called? The big screen or whatever glasses?
Yeah, like the second one or whatever he showed off. Those were dope. Those would be kind of interesting, where you don't even really need a TV. It's just a big old projection in front of you instead. No.
Yeah, and what do you say? It projected a 120 inch, like 90.
I think it was like
screen or some shit
160.
like that.
Yeah.
160. Yeah, see, that sounds cool. And then like the ability on the was that the same pair of glasses that you could darken?
No, that was a different pair. That pair only
So-
did the transition.
I actually thought that was pretty cool though too.
Oh, that's kind of dope. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just going back and forth between dark, amber, and clear, I think, or something, whatever. Not.
Yeah, it was like a light, like almost like just like lightly polarized look, and then dark and amber. It was pretty sick.
I wonder if there's. I wonder if this point, because I know you can swap it magnetically, which is no big deal. I can't remember if there's like goggles that do that shit, because that would actually be super helpful with goggles.
Oh yeah, I bet you they're gonna come out with some.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool. Just don't eat shit and ruin them, but whatever.
I did so last little bit was I did watch the VR headsets that were featured at CES. Holy shit. They are intense now.
Oh, really? Yeah, but they're
Yeah,
expensive.
Projecting like 4K screens on each eye too.
Oh, well, yeah, you got to keep up with the Vision Pro.
The
Even though
newest
it's not for
AI
gaming,
robot
but-
companion. Yeah. And then they have a set that's like super small. It looks like a pair of glasses, right? That you're able to just flip up and like be able to look in the real world, and then you could flip down and like be back in VR. That was pretty sick.
That'd be kind of dope. Quick way to do that.
Yeah. The newest AI robot companion. What do you mean?
Dude, we're just getting that much closer to the movie Her. That's all we're doing.
Oh yeah, that's actually what I'm talking about. So like, I saw the short. He's talking about the same thing I'm talking about with the CES like crazy fucking thing that they had on the show floor. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, it's insane.
I'll have to look it up. That's funny.
Oh, and then Microsoft's releasing Copilot.
Wait, is this the buggy one?
I don't know.
What?
I don't know if it's the one that tells you to kill yourself. I had seen that earlier this morning. I was like, okay, you can
Good
try
Lord.
again, but good luck.
You're already, yeah. People, you only get one first attempt, or at least one first impression. How about that?
Yeah, man, you're gonna have to change the name. Copilot kind of sucks.
Well, it's just, I'd be curious. I think they still do, but I still think they own like 48% of OpenAI.
Oh yeah. Elon was kind of mad about that, if I remember correctly, because he invested a lot of money into it to keep it open source.
Yeah. But it's like you own 48% of it and you still, well, I guess on the back end, I'm assuming they're making money off of it, but their own product, they couldn't do so. Just interesting.
Last real thing. Elon took away Asmongold's check mark.
Just because?
So he took away Asmongold's check mark, right? Because he so did you see the video of them talking about how
Yeah, his fake account.
Yeah, how he didn't play games or whatever.
Yeah, and didn't he say he'd make a bet that he would stream on X exclusively or whatever for a year?
Mm-hmm. He said, if you can prove to me that you did play this account, I will stream on X for 1 year. And so Elon actually kind of crashes out hard. Like, it's crazy to be that rich and crash out this hard. But he removed Asmund's check mark because of that, and then calls Asmund a fake gamer and actually leaks DMs. So his exact words: Asmund behaves like a maverick independent, but in reality has to ask his bosses for permission before he can do anything. He is not his own man. And he says that because he leaks Asmund's DMs of him and Asmund talking about posting videos on X. And Asmund just goes, I'm going to see if my editors might want to make a second account for it even. And Elon goes, sure, who are these mysterious editors? and Asmund just posts two guys and then their names. They
Yeah.
basically run the entire YouTube channel. So basically, any content I post is edited or uploaded by them, and they just take a cut of the ad revenue. It's super good system, to be honest, and almost everybody on YouTube does it. And then Elon goes, interesting, he posts those DMs almost like a gotcha, like, haha, he's got to listen to his editors, but that's not at all what it is. You know what I mean? So that shit's crazy. Monumental crash out, honestly.
Oh man, dude's a nutcase. That he is okay. So he is my perfect example for. I think you are
know what
allowed
sucks?
to enjoy a product, but you don't have to enjoy the person that made it. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, it sucks too, because I actually used to like Elon, and now I think he's just he's just crazy. When he was making electric car, I was like, Elon, good.
I think he was all before he started just dumping his posts and word vomit on Twitter, when it was actually Twitter. And at that point, I'm like, oh man, he's fine outside of the scenes, and then as soon as you get him talking and all this other shit, I'm like, oh man, okay, this guy is not what I thought he was. That's like don't meet your hero moments, but on an online version instead. And it's like, good lord.
So Ludwig said it best, right? Because he talked about this briefly, I think yesterday on his stream.
Okay.
Ludwig said it best, and he goes, I'm not sure Elon can come back from this. You know what Elon needs to do? He just needs to go make big rocket. I like when you make big rocket. Big rocket, cool. Stop doing all this shit. Go make big rocket.
Well, yeah, freaking SpaceX just caught like its second thing just recently. I'm like, again, you can like the product, but you don't have to like the CEO or whatever. Not he's proving that.
I think if he just shut up and went and made another big rocket, we'd be good.
Yeah.
I think he could win back a lot of fair. Because I didn't hate him, and I still don't really hate him. It takes a lot for me to hate somebody.
Yeah.
I just think he's kind of dumber than I thought he was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
More sensitive than I thought he was, because he's all about free speech, and then he goes and takes away the gaming check mark and the verified check mark from Asmund. That's crazy to me, dude.
It's not just that. It's like, dude, you don't have to speak up. You don't have to speak on everything.
Oh, remember, this is one of the most wealthy and powerful men in the Western Hemisphere. Yeah, he is. He is not one of. He is the most.
He is.
Man.
It's him and Bezos that jump back and forth.
I think he surpassed Bezos by a great amount though now.
No, did he? Okay. I thought he was always going back and forth, but.
Well, it was for a man, or for a minute. It is Elon Musk by 40. You know what's crazy too is how much he paid for Twitter.
Oh, I know, it's a fuck. Well, in his eyes, whatever, not makes sense. It's his soapbox.
Oh my god, Jeff Bezos is half the wealth of Elon Musk.
He's half now. Good God, they were like
half.
They kept trading
432 billion.
places.
And then Jeff Bezos is 239.
Good lord. Okay.
Wow. And then Mark is 207.
Gee, oh wow. So he's got a hefty lead. Interesting.
Yeah. That is crazy, bro. It's actually crazy that Mark Zuckerberg has that much, or is worth that much. I actually did not think Facebook was worth that much.
The one thing I don't like Elon's time. And that is the thing in terms of every time he gets on a stage and says something's going to happen, he's the type of manager / CEO / boss, whatever, that tells you all the good shit you want to hear, but it actually just doesn't happen. At least in that time schedule. How about that? Like, come on, dude. Quit blowing smoke up our ass. Like,
man, okay, so if you had to live on an island for a month with either Elon, Jeff, or Mark, who would it be?
oh lord. For a month?
Yeah, if you had to, you couldn't talk to anybody else. Elon, Jeff, or Mark?
I might say Jeff. I feel like
Ooh.
Elon and Mark are I don't know, personality. I'm trying to almost think personality wise.
I would probably I wouldn't do Elon, and it's because I feel like he has this weird power dynamic about himself.
Oh, easily.
Um,
And they tell me a raft would be available to get off this island in 2 days. Don't you worry about it. And it'll autopilot, and it'll never get done.
I wouldn't do Jeff because I just don't like the guy.
But dude, we'll be out of there in 2 days. Prime guaranteed. Just kidding.
That is so true. I would probably do Mark.
What a robot.
My reason, yeah, exactly. My reason for it is he's so awkward. I don't think there would be any conflict. You know what I mean? Because he's so like, I feel like because Elon's awkward, but he's also like awkward in a way of like, yeah,
Awkward power.
Yeah, you're gonna do what I say anyway. Where Mark, if I feel like if you were to like just kind of step up a little bit, you might be able to like step down on him. You know what I mean? Because you're both trapped there, so it's like he has no power anyway.
I could see with Mark that since Facebook, all they do is either buy shit or they copy stuff. All he would do that whole month is whatever you're doing, he's gonna be copying you the whole time.
That is so true.
It's like it's a 1 month game of Simon Says.
Yeah, you're because that's all he does right now anyway.
Yeah, he's like, oh, what's this company doing? That's a cool idea. Let's do it. You want to change anything up with it? No, do the exact same thing.
No, I'm gonna rock the same. I'm not even gonna put a twist on it.
Yep, just the same shit.
Kenobi also said Mark because he'll share his survival skills as a lizard man.
You'll just be covered in sunscreen for a month.
Yeah, fucking. That's crazy, dude.
That's funny.
It's crazy how crazy rich people get.
Well, they gotta burn that money somehow, and obviously that's why X is no big deal, even if it's losing money. So,
last bit of news. So I don't know if you follow Charlie and Ludwig. They have an esports team.
Only if they post something about it. That's about it. That's the extent.
They have Moist Esports, you know?
Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
Well, Moist Esports and Shopify Rebellion have now fully merged. So now all of Shopify Rebellion is Moist Esports, and all of Moist Esports is Shopify Rebellion. So Ludwig and Charlie are now part owners of Shopify Rebellion.
Oh shit. Okay.
So now they have a League of Legends team, a Siege team, a Rainbow Six Siege team, a Call of Duty team, a Halo team.
Oh damn. They're all over
Yeah,
it.
it's pretty cool. They just announced that today, actually.
Oh, sick. Is it one of his posts where he's like, well, I've lost more money?
Actually, yeah, dude. If you get a chance, watch the video because posted by Shopify Rebellion, because they talk about how these two orgs have been in battle for ages to see who could lose the most money in esports. And it's like it's actually pretty funny.
That's
and then
awesome.
Ludwig drops in as like this guardian angel. And he's like, "Don't you guys know we could be wetter together?"
God damn it.
It was pretty funny, and it's gonna be great too, because I don't know how much you know about Moist Esports, but they kind of got shafted with the Apex like grand finals. They couldn't bring their team in because immigration didn't think they were an actual esports team with the name
Good
Moist.
Lord.
With the name Moist Esports, they were like,
Why does the name matter?
Are you like a porn company?
Why does the name matter?
Yeah, it's crazy. Charlie's actually suing U.S. immigration right now. Yeah, he talked about it today.
Over here,
like,
worried
it's not
about
going
honey.
Anywhere, but
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like, I'm doing it, damn it. That's awesome. Which is good for someone who owns you. Be like, oh, they're actually supporting us. They're trying.
He talked about how much money he lost in the last 4 years, and he lost $4.5 million.
Makes sense.
He goes, I lost this money, and I'm not stopping. We're about to lose 4.5 million more, baby. Let's go. And I was like, damn, Charlie, you're goated.
Keep running the business. Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
well, hell, I don't know if they are still, but like Spotify took forever. If they are making a profit, Spotify took forever. So.
Oh yeah, Spotify took a long time. They were originally like Napster, weren't they?
I can't remember, but I just know in general that they just weren't making shit for money. So it's easy to say like I've lost so much, but
It's crazy too, because I remember Spotify started out being an illegal download source under a different name.
Then they
I don't remember what it
turn the
was.
seas.
They're like, "Fuck, guys, we gotta go legit.
We gotta make it legit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get that Purell. We're back in business.
But anyway, I think
Oh,
that's all the tech news. I don't have anything special to drop in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out my buddy. His cam's down right now. YouTube.com/@techdout. We actually, if you didn't see, at the very beginning of the stream, we actually watched our very first video from 4 years ago. So if you're curious to see what we looked like back then, how the setups were, check it out. Scroll back to the front.
Good lord.
Yeah. Thanks for coming out, guys. And we should be back next Friday, 6 p.m.
Yes, sir.
All right. Peace.
Later.